Hello everybody and welcome to the first video in this Rust programming series. In this video I will show you the build and package management tool Cargo. It's the recommended tool to build, run and create Rust projects. So before we start, make sure you have already installed Rust. If not, go to the webpage Rust-Lang and click on the button Get Started. There you will find instructions on how to install Rust. There is a command you can copy in your terminal and run it. That will install you Rust. There is also a link for Windows if you're a Windows user. What you also need is a text editor or an IDE. Let's go back. So let's say you have just a small Rust project with one file, as I have here. As you can see, there is a main RS file. Inside this file, if we have a look, there's just one function, main, with a print line statement, and that will print you hello world onto the terminal if you run it. Let's do that, but first we have to use the command rust c to compile the main rs file. This will give you a second file named main or executable, and then you can run it with the /main and it will print a hello world statement. That's pretty good, but if you have a bigger project and want some more structure and manage your dependencies, it's recommended to use Cargo as your build and package management tool. So if you already installed Rust, it should come with Rust. So let's try if we can run Cargo. Yes, looks good. There you see all the commands you can run with it. But that's not what we want now. We want just to create a new project. Use Cargo new for new project and call it hello Cargo. This will create a binary hello cargo package. Let's see, so that there should be a new folder structure. As you can see, there is a hello cargo folder. We can go inside this folder with change directory. Inside this folder, we get a cargo toml file. Inside this cargo toml file, there are all your dependencies underneath this label here. We don't have any dependencies yet, so that's empty at the moment. And on the top, it's the package for your project with the name hello cargo, the version and the edition. So we close that file and go to the other folder that's inside your project. It's the source folder. Inside the source folder, there are all your Rust files. At the moment, we just have a main Rust file there. We can have a look at that as well. And as you can see, it's the same function that we had before, the main function that you need in every project. That's your entry point for your project. And inside it's the same print line statement with the hello world. So what if we want to run this one? So we go back to our project folder. So before we can run the program, we have to build it. So to compile, we have to compile it. And for that we can use cargo build. That will compile hello cargo and give us some new folders. Now let's have a look. As you can see, we got the cargo log file. The cargo log file is there just to keep track on the versions of your dependencies. We don't have any dependencies at the moment, so it should be pretty empty. So inside there is just the version number, the name of your package and no dependencies. So you don't have to mess with that one around. It's managed by Rust and we don't have to change anything there. We still have the cargo toml file that didn't change and the source file. But now we got the target folder. Inside this target folder, We have debug folder, goes inside the debug folder as well. And there we see we have some new files. And one of the files is our executable, and we can run it like before with / and the name of the executable file, and it will print hello world as before. But this method is really inconvenient, so we go back to the project folder and we can just type in cargo run, and it will build and run our project. And as you can see, we don't get a compile. That's because nothing changed, so you don't have to recompile it, and it will print our hello world as well. So let's say you just want to check if you're able to compile a program. So there is a way to check if program is able to compile without compiling it. That's way faster. If you have a bigger project, it takes some time to compile it. You can use instead cargo check, and it will check for you if you have warnings and errors. Let's have a small recap what we have learned in this lesson. So first we learned we can use cargo new with a project name to create a new project. Important here is don't use spaces, just use underlines if you want to write a longer name for your project. Next, we used cargo build to compile a project. If we use cargo run, we can compile and run the project. Cargo check we use to make sure we can compile the project without really compiling it. So it's a faster way to check if your project is alright. As a little bonus, you can also use cargo fmt to format your Rust file. Let's try that out. If we open the source file, your main.rs file. So let's say you have wrote something that doesn't look that pretty. Like maybe make some changes here and make some changes here. So, and save that. We can use cargo format to format your Rust files. So let's have a look. Vim source, then main. And as you can see, it formatted perfectly. Good. That was it for this video. I will see you next time.